What's up, fellow Switch bargain hunters? It's James Amera here at SwitchWatch. I hope you're doing well and you're having a great holiday season. Merry Christmas to you all. The Switch always has lots of games across its UK, EU and US eShops on sale, but it can be hard to find the best deals. That's where we've got you covered. Me and Juan have gone head to head. We've picked 5 each that are currently on sale that we think are great deals, and we want you to let us know who you think has won this battle at the end. Without further ado, let's jump in and get started. Juan, what have you got first?
Thank you very much, James. Everybody, I hope you're doing well and enjoying your Christmas. Here we've got some Boxing Day deals for you, and I'm going to start off with my pick today, which is Owlboy, which has 40% off in the UK and in Europe, and 50% off for our friends in the US. Now, Owlboy is a game that actually took 10 years to make. You can really see the love that's gone into every pixel of this wonderful game about a mute named Otis who struggles to live up to expectations of owlhood. Now, it's a very story-driven platformer which ignores gravity as you can fly, and there are some nice dungeons to explore and challenging bosses to beat this great adventure. Now, I personally love the art, the gameplay and the music, and of course that story, and at its currently price, it's a game that I very much recommend if you haven't played it already. Now, this is a game that we did review. There'll be a link in the top right hand corner right now, which you can click if you want some more detail on this one. James, what's your first pick of this week's video?
Thanks, Juan. That's certainly a good choice to get us underway. Now, for my first pick, I'm going with Risk of Rain 2. Risk of Rain is a classic roguelike multiplayer game, and it is back in part 2 with more weapons, modes, characters, and a jump from 2D to 3D. Something that doesn't always work out, but thankfully here, it manages to keep the essence of the original whilst adding a new dimension, literally. The premise is simple enough. With a group of misfits, you need to survive and escape an alien world. A couple of missions are present, the UI is definitely geared towards PC, and there is no local multiplayer, so you will need to play your friends online. But that said, it really is a solid experience, and it has a whopping 75% off at the moment.
Great pick there, James. Next up, I've gone for Oxenfree, which has been around for a while, but it currently has 90% off in the UK and Europe, and 80%, slightly less, for our friends in the US. Still very, very cheap. Oxenfree is a creepy supernatural ghost story, and it really does get under your skin in this short journey. And it's also worth taking it twice to discover more and experience some of the different possibilities in regards to the endings. Now, the soundtrack and use of eerie sounds is really superb, and the branching dialogue choices are smartly done. It's an accomplished game. If you like a good supernatural story, then look no further. So cheap right now. Just take a punt on this one, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed.
Thanks, Juan. Well, I'm going with Night in the Woods next. This is a story-driven exploration game that really pulls on the heartstrings and will stay with you after the credits roll. Along the way, there are a few laughs as well. It's not all serious, but whilst there are some nice gameplay elements, this is all about the interwoven stories. One surreal and the other very much a coming-of-age tale. This is really not one to be missed if you enjoy a good story. Check out our review by clicking on the card at the top right-hand side to find out more. What have you got next, Juan?
Next up, we've got Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, which has 80% off in all regions. A great price. Now, before Jose Fairs brought us games under the EA badge like A Way Out and It Takes Two, he also made Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. And like those games, it's a co-op adventure full of stealth, environmental puzzles, and an engrossing story. Now, the only criticism I have is it's quite short, but then that's a compliment. I just wanted it to last a little bit longer. Now, if you play it in its original form, it is slightly a tougher experience where each stick on the controller controls one character, which makes for some very interesting gameplay if you're playing solo. With 80% off, if you missed this one, then I highly recommend it.
Nice choice there. Now, next up, Bad North is a good old Viking romp turned RTS that fits very well on the Switch due to its clever controls and slowdown mechanic when you select a character. You set out between islands to get your people to safety, defending these citizens from Viking invaders. The battles are short affairs where you control the broad strokes of the battle, giving high-level commands to your soldiers who try their best to carry them out in the heat of the moment. It's excessively deep, with simple player inputs masking a dynamic combat simulation, that makes it inviting to new players while still challenging veterans. A real bargain with 70% off. What's up next, Juan?
Next up, we have Severed, which has 80% off in all regions. I remember reviewing this one back in August 2017 while I was on holiday in Spain, and 80% off for me in all regions makes it a complete bargain. And what I liked about this is the touch-based swipe controls, which are used for battles, solving puzzles, and controlling our protagonist Sasha in this nightmare world where you need to find your family. The only caveat here is that TV mode is actually not supported, so you have to play this on the move on your handheld Switch without plugging it into your dock or whatever, because it's just not supported, as I said. There is an RPG upgrade tree, treasures to find in this quality adventure where you can sever your foes' limbs with a well-timed and accurate slash. Pretty grim, but rather satisfactory. It's a different type of adventure with a decent soundtrack, visuals, and gameplay at a bargain price.
Alright, well, I've got a monster of a game next. The Disgaea series produces absolutely bonkers, deep strategic turn-based games with RPG elements, and Disgaea 4 doesn't veer from that proven formula. This game has been out for a couple of years now, and I remember thoroughly enjoying it when I played it back then. It is a menu lover's dream, full of systems upon systems. Its cast is quirky, and it feels like reading a manga or watching an anime during the story elements. It didn't have much competition in the genre when this was released on the Switch, but it still holds up today as a brilliant title, though it's not going to be for everyone. The Complete Plus edition adds a lot of quality of life features that were introduced with Part 5, making it the best version of this massive game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last pick for me today is Shakedown Hawaii, which has a massive 70% off in all regions. Shakedown Hawaii from V-Blank Entertainment is a retro, top-down, GTA-like experience. In the game, you're trying to build an empire through racketeering and shady business deals. This open-world adventure lets you play at your own pace and looks and sounds absolutely great. I love the sense of humor in the game with its tongue-in-cheek, poking fun at the crazy world we live in. At more than half price, an absolute bargain. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my last pick of the day. James has got one more, so wait up for his. But if you want me to take the win today for the barrel, then I want an emoji in the comments section down below of a boxing glove. Yes, as it's Boxing Day, I want a boxing glove for the win. Take care, everybody. Wish you all and your families a really enjoyable rest of your holidays, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you very much, Juan. Now that's another solid pick, but I'm sticking with my strategy guns with Into the Breach. This is a turn-based strategy game that has the player defending cities from invaders on miniature-style battlefields. What may seem cramped or unambitious to the onlooker is actually one of its biggest strengths, as it's just pure, distilled strategy. It's notoriously tough to master, but you'll quickly realize that any defeat is usually of your own making, as you failed to read the situation well enough. Enemies always show you what they're going to do. Do you have the wits to keep up with them? That is yet to be seen. It's a brilliant little package that will certainly satisfy those strategy fans with high expectations, and of course it has 50% off at the minute. And that's it from us. I think these are 10 great games, but who edged it, me or Juan? Let us know in the comments down below. Now, Juan has a boxing glove emoji for Boxing Day, and if you think I edged it, then give me a present. Yeah, it is Christmas, so hit me up with that one. Thank you so much for watching, and we appreciate everyone stopping by and checking out this video. If it is your first time here and you want more content like this delivered to you, then do please consider subscribing, and you'll be in with a chance to win a brand new OLED Nintendo Switch when we get to 100,000 subscribers just by subscribing. Enjoy the rest of your holidays, everyone, and we'll be back again on the next video. Take care.